So next is graphing more functions, these with absolute values in it. So with these, the first thing that you have to do is find the breakpoints. And the way to find the breakpoint is you have to figure out what x would be to make the inside of the absolute value 0. So the x would have to be -7 here. So that's going to be your x coordinate for your first breakpoint, -7. And then you plug in -7 to the rest of the function. So you plug in -7 here, and you would get -7 minus 3, which would be -10. Absolute value of that is 10. So it would be at -7, 10 would be your first breakpoint. And then for this one, 3 would make it 0. So then you have 0, and then plug in 3 here. 3 plus 7 is 10. So you have another breakpoint at 3, 10. So then the next part is that you have to find out what the lines for each of the 3 parts of the graph are going to be. So you're going to have to find the line where x is less than -7, where x is greater than or equal to -7 and less than 3, and where x is greater than or equal to 3. And so the way that you do this is that, so less than -7, the x, those are both going to be negative. So when you find the function, you negate the 2. So then you're going to be left with -x minus 7 minus x plus 3. And so the line you'll be left with is -2x minus 4. For this one, at x being greater than -7 or equal to, that's going to make this positive, so it stays the same, x plus 7, but this one's going to be negative, so minus x plus 3, and then you're just left with 10. And for this one greater than 3, they're both going to be positive, so it's just x plus 7 plus x minus 3, which gets you 2x plus 4. And now to graph it, first you start by graphing your breakpoints. So that's at -1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, and 3, 10. And now between these two lines, you check that it's going to go straight. But you have to check here. Yes, it is 10. That's your y equals 10. That's your line. And then now less than -7 is this line. And so you could just test the point. You could test -8. If you plug in -8, -8 times -2 is 16, minus 4 would be 12. So it would be -8, 12. Or you could just look at the slope. And the slope is -2. So you just plot more points. And then your graph is going to be going that way. And then for this one, same thing again. Now the slope is just 2. So it's going to be going the other way. 2 over 1. 2 over 1, and your graph's going to go that way.